Premier League Burnley vs Newcastle United prediction, team news, lineups preview. Burnley will endeavour to climb out of the Premier League relegation zone for the first time this season when they welcome top 6 hopefuls Newcastle United to Turf Moor on Saturday afternoon. The Magpies are looking to complete their second league double over the Clarets in 3 years after securing a 2-0 victory in the reverse fixture at St James Park back in September. Match preview. Many had written off Burnley's survival chances, but Vincent Kompany's men have given themselves a fighting chance of avoiding an immediate return to the championship following a positive run of form since the middle of March. The Clarets have only lost one of their last 8 Premier League games and have picked up 11 points in that period, most recently following up a 4-1 victory at Sheffield United with a 1-1 draw against Manchester United at Old Trafford last weekend. United were on course to claim maximum points after Antony pounced on a loose ball to fire the hosts in front 11 minutes from time, but substitute Zeki Mduni salvaged a respectable draw for Burnley by converting an 87th-minute penalty. At the beginning of March, Kompany's side were bottom of the Premier League table and 10 points from safety, but they now sit 19th and only 2 points behind 17th-placed Nottingham Forest, who are hovering just above the dotted line with only 3 games left to play. Forest are still awaiting the verdict of an appeal for a points deduction over breaching financial rules. No top-flight team have collected fewer points on home soil than Burnley 10, along with Sheffield United so far this season, but 7 of those points have been picked up since the turn of the year. That upturn in form at Turf Moor bodes well ahead of Saturday's clash with Newcastle, whom they will look to beat for the first time in a league fixture since December 2019 when they secured a 1-0 home victory. Newcastle are on course to secure at least a top 7 finish this season after accumulating 13 points across their last 6 Premier League matches, including 3 wins in their final 4 matches of April. The Magpies recovered from a sluggish start to thrash Sheffield United 5-1 at St James Park last weekend, with in-form striker Alexander Isak netting either side of half-time to increase his goal tally for the season to 23 in all competitions. Bruno Guimaraes and Callum Wilson were also on target for the hosts. Eddie Howe's side may not be fighting for Champions League football this term, but they are still in the mix to qualify for next season's Europa League as they sit 7th in the Premier League table and only 1 point behind 6th-placed Man United, who will welcome the Magpies to Old Trafford on May 15th. Newcastle have picked up 53 points in the Premier League thus far, but only 14 of those have come away from home. The Magpies are ranked 15th in the table for away results this season, having lost 10 of their 16 games on the road, including 8 defeats in their last 11. The Black and Whites have won their last 2 visits to Turf Moor, though, and have won each of their last 5 league meetings with Burnley. Newcastle are looking to win 6 in a row against the same opponent for just a second time since registering 6 successive victories against Tottenham Hotspur between 2006 and 2008. Team news. Burnley are still having to cope without Aaron Ramsey, Jordan Bayer, Nathan Redmond, both thigh, and Amin Al-Dakhil unspecified due to injury, while Saturday's game is set to come too soon for Luca Koleosho, although he could return before the end of the season. Kompany is unlikely to make too many changes, if any, to the side that began the draw at Man United, with a back 4 of Lorenzo Signon, Dara O'Shea, Maxime Esteve, and Vitinho set to remain intact ahead of goalkeeper Ari Janet Muric. Josh Brownhill will be pushing to start in centre midfield ahead of either Sander Berge or Josh Cullen, while one of David Datro Fofana or Lyle Foster could lose their spot up front at the expense of Mduni. As for Newcastle, Sven Botman, Jamal Lascelles both ACL, Joe Willock, Matt Targett both Achilles, Lewis Miley back, Nick Pope shoulder, Kieran Trippier calf, and Joe Linton thigh all remain sidelined with injuries. Fabian Schär was forced off at half-time against Sheffield United with a hamstring problem, and the defender is set to be assessed ahead of kickoff along with winger Miguel Almiron, who is closing in on a return and scored in the reverse fixture against Burnley. Emil Croft could be tasked with filling in a centre-back alongside Dan Burn if Schär is not deemed fit to feature. while the rest of Howe's starting lineup may remain untouched, although both Wilson and Harvey Barnes will be pushing for a recall in attack. Burnley possible starting lineup: Muric, Assignon, O'Shea, Esteve, Vitinho, Odebert, Cullen, Berga, Larson, Amdouni, Foster. Newcastle United possible starting lineup: Dubravka, Livramento, Croft, Byrne, Hall. Longstaff, Guimaraes, Anderson, Gordon, Isaac, Barnes. We say, Burnley 1-3 Newcastle United. Burnley's resurgent form at Turf Moor and Newcastle's woes on the road suggest that a closely fought contest could be on the cards this weekend. Nevertheless, the Magpies will be regarded as favourites to come out on top, and with in-form Isaac leading the line, we can see the away side outscoring their opponents to claim 3 valuable points. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.